So, but I'm telling you, these options are available. In case you would want to explore this at a later stage, feel free to do
Right.
that. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Right. Is there any other example that you wanted to share? And we'll go through that.
Yeah, I do have something that I think would be helpful. I'm not sure, once again, if access is the way, but I think it is. I run the terms every week for our company. So the users who are no longer with the company, we have to remove their access.
Right.
I'm the one in charge of that. And we have this application that someone else made. And let me see this thing. And they did it in Access, and it's called our delete list creator.
Okay.
So I click that. I click a button. It takes me to my files, and I can pick and choose which file I want to upload. So I found an issue in Access with I clicked the wrong thing. With the external data, the saved imports, I found an issue with that because the graphs, not the graphs, the Excel files that I use change week to week or month to month depending on the chart. So I can't do a saved import because it's a different file every time. This let me exit out of here. Sorry. This delete list thing lets me choose the file. And then, so that would be helpful because I have to run, well, I'm not really running any queries, but I can run queries based on the user's access. So I know what exactly I need to remove. So I don't know how to make this happen if you know how, but that would be a huge help for me. So I could just come in here and like look up a user. Let me give you a file as an example.
Yeah, if you can give me some example. Yeah, let's see through that.
So, for example, the ESI report. Let's open that up. I have to email an external person who's not with the company in order to have them remove this person's ESI access. So I would come in here, look up the username, and then I need this code and the name. And I have to do it for multiple people to send it out to this one person. I email him, I say, can you remove these users? And then I give them their ID with the name. And then he'll get back to me when he removes the access. So something like that, this changes like on a weekly or monthly basis.
Right.
So if I could have something like that, same thing with security user access reporting, like Navigator. It's read only. Like this same thing. So I would look up the user's either name or their operator ID. And then I need this whole row of information so I could do what I needed to do. I don't mind going in to each, file and, figuring out what it is they need. But if I could have it all in one location where I put the user's name or their LAN ID, and then it just gives me all of this information. So I can show you an example of the output from that application that I showed you. It's going to be here. Open this up. So this is an output of what we get from running that delete list creator. So it goes through, it shows me the user's name and some like loose information, but I need to go into the files again and dig deeper to get even more information. So if I could do something similar to this, and instead of like their email or whatever, I could go in and be like, this is their code. This is, you know, I hope I'm making sense. Like this is their
Mhm.
all of their information for Navigator, and just
Right.
do it on a LAN ID basis.
Mhm.
Because that would make my life a lot easier when it comes to me doing my delete lists.
Right, right. Okay. So if you can, so what is the identifier, single identifiers here for the users? It's LAN ID.
It's mostly the LAN ID. Some of
Mhm.
them it's not. So like the ESI report, I think it goes based on email address.
Mhm.
So we have like the name, but there's
Mhm.
no LAN ID in sight. It's just the email.
Okay, okay. So yeah, so it's the two, you know, if I understand this right, okay, there are two sets of reports that you get. Okay, based on that, you know, what is your identifier for the persons, you know, whom you need to send a specific email to the persons. So how do you identify that? Maybe take an
Um,
example, if you can take one example and show it to me. Like,
I believe the email might be linked to the LAN ID in another report. So
mhm,
that's my thing. It's many reports are compiled to
mhm,
do this one delete list. I also have a transfer list that I do as well, but that one's not really necessary for
gotcha,
access.
gotcha.
So it's pulling from different things and it's combining it. I can't get on the back end of
Mm.
the delete application that they made. I've tried to like dig in to see how they did it. I just can't get there. But it's pulling from, let me open it up again. It's pulling from many reports actually.
So we can recreate that. That's not a problem. Okay.
Mhm.
So we can do it in Access database itself. Just that we need to know the logics. Okay. So if there is going to be a specific you know, ID that's going to be an identifier like LAN ID in one report is going to give me a specific email address. Okay.
Mhm.
And the LAN ID is going to give me the employee names or, you know, the person to contact or the addresses, etc. So the LAN ID is going to be an identifier for us. And now, forget about the number of Excels that you need to import. Okay, it's a quite simple. What I'm going to do is maybe we'll create a folder. Okay, say I need I'll be getting the data from 4 different sources or 5 different sources. Okay,
Mhm.
I would name the Excel files as source one, source two, three, four, five. Okay, whenever I hit a new month, if I'm replacing the source five, you know, I would not have a different name, and I would simply rename that to source five and save it in the same location. So my Access database works like that, and I need not change anything. You know, I did not go to the database or anything. I just need to replace the input data files. Am I
Okay.
making sense?
Yeah, that does.
Yeah. So if you change the input file names, okay, instead of it having that appending with a date or whatsoever, you know, you just take like 5 inputs, yeah, call it as specific names, and you try to replace that, you know, the current file with standard names. So the access is going to work the same way, okay. So delete reports, yeah, and then in the delete reports, I would want you to have the different source files. Maybe we'll give it a new naming convention to it. Maybe can we call it as an maybe in a folder? Can we call it as the input files? Yeah, maybe once you rename, you can in the delete reports itself. No, no, in the delete reports. Okay. Uh, are there only okay? Maybe create a new folder here.
Okay.
Okay. Call it as input source or input data. Okay, now move this ESI under that input data. Right. Okay. Now go to the I mean bring in the other source of data here. The ESI you have it, and what is the other source of data?
There's a couple. Hold on.
Yeah.
So one would be that. One would be, where is it? Claims ops. Copy. QED.
Okay. Now it's going to be our earlier sessions, where we have seen those joins across the data. Now we are seeing the real life examples. Okay, this is more challenging and love it. Okay, let's try to see. Are this the 4 sources?
There's more, but let's start with this so it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't take us forever.
Yeah, sure. So how many other sources do we have apart from this one?
Let me see. We have 1 and 2 more.
2 more. Let's get them. In just
Okay.
Yeah.
These are the ones I see the most.
Okay. All right. So what are the commonalities across all this? How could we join these tables? What is a common element?
ESI is going to have the email address.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else I think is the LAN ID. I'm honestly not sure. I'm gonna have to open them and see.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Let's check that.
All right, so this has the 6PR8 number. We have a last name, first name, and that's it. So this one is the name or the 6PR8.
The login
This
ID,
login
basically.
ID.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me get rid of this.
So does the UID here? Okay, it's plan 700. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the navigator report. This one has
the PRA information as well, right? The operator ID, which is nothing but.
Yeah, I think. Oh, this one also has the email address.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
And
so that's navigator. ESI has the email. These should have. Let's see. These have the LAN ID. This is claims ops. LAN ID. Same thing with Edifex, LAN ID. They also have a last name, first name.
Okay.
So we have 2 LAN IDs there. ESI is the email, navigate is the thing, and then QEDM should also be LAN ID. Yep, LAN ID.
Okay. Okay. So now how do you identify the users? Maybe first let's do this. Let's try to link the data. Okay. So QEDM. Okay, that's fine. So close it out. So I would want even the tab names to be the same thing. If it is not Excel, let's make it to an Excel. I think the extensions are CSV. Can we make them to Excel, please?
Let me just exit out here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's all CSVs, and there's only two. ESI and Navigator are the worksheets. Rest of them are the CSVs. So the problem in the CSV is the tab name comes with a default file name when that it gets generated. So if you can go to the QEDM, try to open that up. Okay, you see a tab name, which would be the file name, the earlier file name.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So this is good. QEDM is good. Okay, let's close this out. And can you go to the other worksheets like the fact? Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so just wanted to be sure that can you go to the Excel sheet, please? ESI. I think this would have a different file name, different tab name. I mean.
Yep, this one has different tabs.
Yeah. So what is the tab that you care for?
It's all of them. I have to search throughout all of them because they're separated by what access the user has.
Okay. So are the headings the same?
Name date added. Yep. The headings are the same for all of them.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. Okay. So first we have now let's go to the other Excel file that we have, Navigator. It just has one tab.
I believe so. Yep, just the one.
Yeah. See here. So the Navigator on the tab name, it has this operator ID list and the date. Okay. Can you change this to Navigator? Just to rename the tab name. Yeah. Going forward, you just paste the Navigator information on this, or maybe you can paste the file, rename the file name and the tab name, whatever works for you. Just that it is consistent. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So except one of the tab, we have all the information over there, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now save the Excel, close them out, and then create an Access database. I'd want you to import all the information into the Access. Maybe create a new one. You remember we have done an exercise on connecting the relation among the databases.
Yeah. Wonder why. What did I hit first? Benefit. Why is that an issue? It's renaming my headers.
Okay, so first row contains the field names. Okay, let's try to uncheck that. Or instead of the CSV import, okay, we usually would have that issue. Like I said earlier, right? Create an Excel files for it, and simply, simply get that. You could even do this now. Okay, the first row contains field names. Is if you select that is going to go off. Okay. So, but other than that, what I would recommend is we try to have this in part of the Excel. Okay, just cancel this import.
Mhm.
Okay, so open up the file. Okay, so can we do this? Okay, copy paste. Maybe if we can even maintain one Excel file, I think that's still better, where we can connect to all the data on it. Okay, even that is one of the way that we can look at it, since the data is not quite heavy. So can you copy this and say Control N?
Control what?
N. Control N. N as in New York, or yeah, you paste it here. All right. Rename the sheet to and fact. Okay, that's fine. So insert a new tab here. Okay. Now in this, I would want you to do Alt D F F.
Alt D.
D as a dog. F and F. F F. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So save it now. Save it as data input on the same folder. No, not this. We're going to have all the data in one Excel. Okay. So just call it as data input. Yeah. Okay. All right. Close the other Excel file that you have. Okay. The data input is done. Okay. Let's try to get in the other things here. Maybe insert a new tab. Yeah. And then open this up. I tell you why I have asked you to insert a new tab. Okay. The data that you copy, once you insert a new tab, that goes from the clipboard. Okay. That's the reason I want you to insert a new tab before you copy the data or open the file.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, open the second file, climb ops. Sit here and rename that to claim ops. Okay, so now do an Alt DFF. Yeah, the claim ops. No, on the claim ops, please. Yeah. No, you need to select this. The cell need to be on A1. A1. Yeah. Now do yeah. Oh no, that's going to the second. That's weird. Okay, so select the A to E. Just the A to E. Yeah, or even that's better. Yeah, do that. That's fine. Now save this. Right. So open the other data source. Yeah, you want to do that. All DFF here, just to select the data. No, it's DFF. Yeah.
I know it's giving me a hard time whenever I do that. This is faster.
All right.
ESI is the one with the multiple.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that.
Or should we keep the ESI separate? Because I feel like this
Yeah,
is
I think
going to
yeah,
take me a
that's
lot of time.
yeah, that's fine. Let's keep the ESS separate. Okay.
Do
And
these
navigator. So after this, I'm going to give you a code. Again, we can build a code, macro code, to
Okay.
to even change this out. Okay, you need to do this manually. So, all right.
Last one.
Is the shared drive not in the same location as you work on the VPN?
Is what?
Is the shared drive the edge drive that you are working on?
It's not shared, the H drive. It's my personal like cloud drive, I guess. The one that I work from with all these other folders is a different drive.
Okay.
FAPO2.
Gotcha. So rename this sheet and then save it out. Right. Sure. Let's input that onto the Access database.
Okay.
Because it's going to be quite simple, to input the Access database, yeah, from Excel.
Should I do from file or no?
Yeah, from my file. Yeah, Excel.
This one. Okay.
Okay, you need to do it like 4 times, and that's when you can save the steps. Okay.
Okay. So this first one's benefact. Settings.
You have it. Yeah.
It's doing it again.
Okay, then let's go to the data. I think there is something that's on the headers that we are having an issue with. Okay, let's go check that out. Does it have a forward slash or a space, or there's an
Nope, maybe this
yeah,
tab.
there's a tab. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they all have tabs.
They all have tabs. Crap.
Why do they do that? Well, I guess the.
Okay, I'll recommend you one thing. Okay, here. So
Yeah.
this is going to be the case even with the headers as well. Maybe we could, if you could change it on our file, maybe the bin fact could be a copy paste. Okay. So,
Yeah, that's what it's gonna have to be.
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah.
Sure, I get it all.
Maybe do you want to do that on the file that we have, not the source file, on the data input
thank
file?
you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I would recommend that you insert a new row, okay, on the benefact, okay, insert a new row at row number 2, at row number 2.
Row number 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Insert, okay. Say equal to, on the first row, equal to trim, TRIM. Okay. Open brackets and select A1.
A1?
A1 cell, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that cell.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right, yeah. And then close the brackets. Okay, right. So copy this to the foremost right.
Looks like it ends there.
All
Let's
right.
calculate
So
that.
copy paste this as values onto the cell number 1. Paste as values. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. And can you check the? Oh, it still has. Okay. No, I don't think the copy paste did happen. Okay. Not sure. Okay. No, it's not number format. It's values.
This is values.
Yeah, that's.
It just has
values.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's correct.
Maybe the tab doesn't count as the trim.
1 second. Let me take that out. Okay. Just give me a second. I'll give that formula to you. Okay, so can you do this? Can you go to the? Delete the row number 2. I think that's not taking up. Okay, right. Delete that. Okay. Now select the row number 1 completely. Okay, and go to the control H. Hit on control H. Okay. So in the find and replace dialog, try to hit the Alt and type 0009.
009?
Yeah. Is something working out for you?
Doing it, nothing's happening.
Okay. 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 So maybe, do you have a numeric keypad?
Like the 1 through 9 thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that.
You have that, right? Okay. So hold on Alt and type in 0009 on the using the keypad.
Yep, that's what I'm using.
Okay. Is the numlock on?
Yes.
Okay. So Alt and 0009 and release the Alt. That doesn't work. Okay. Okay.
It's okay. I don't mind going through it one time.
Yeah. If you can go through that. Yeah.
I'm copy and pasting in the future. I will only have to do this today.
Yeah. Okay, can we do this and trim and clean and this cell? Okay, if that works, then one last attempt.
What?
Trim, open brackets, clean, CLEAN, and A1. If you can do that.
Okay.
Did we change that? The cell, okay, trim and clean, yeah, and open brackets and the A1.
Okay.
Right, and close brackets, again bracket close. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Now.
Hey.
It works?
Did it. Yep.
Yeah, that's good. So which means the import was from the system which was quite old. It was taking that NC3 decoding. That's when we have this issues. Okay, so yeah, you can use this function. Usually the trim should work. If that's not the case, the trim should work usually in most of the cases.
Excellent. All right, let me save this. Might as well check the other ones while we're here. Good. It was just that one that was a little messy.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just a one-time activity. But good to remember that formula.
Yeah,
Trim
I wrote it
trim.
down.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, so this is the benefact. First row. Look at that. Lovely. Yeah. Okay, so this one does look like it's a
I think that that's an ID. That's not a that's fine. I mean, you can live with that.
Would you recommend using this as
no primary key. No primary key.
No primary? None.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not required.
Next.
Yeah. So yeah. Finish. Okay. Once you finish, save import steps. Okay. Yeah. Do that. Import data input. Okay.
Save it.
Right. Okay. The same thing. Repeat it again.
Claims ops. Field name. No.
Yeah. The Excel imports are majorly going to be clean. That's why I prefer the Excel. But assuming if the data is too huge, then we're going to have a problem on that.
Effects. So the import steps, is that on a database to database thing, or will that be in all of my Excel?
So it'll be on database.
Okay, good.
So if you see the saved imports, okay, you'll be able to see that easily.
Okay.